Hey, hi everyone. So today we will go through CITCO One Platform. What are the features of this platform, and a breakdown of fee structures and client onboarding workflows in CITCO. So yesterday we went through CITCO. Okay, so and we went through what services it offers. Okay, so this is Kurakko, investment trust company. That is what CITCO stands for. Kurakko is a Dutch island in the Caribbean, and yeah, so this company does a lot of fund administration work, and it has a lot of assets under administration. So if you see the services that this company offers, fund administration, they offer banking, direct lending and capital advisory, loan servicing solutions, middle office solutions, tax and regulatory solutions, corporate secretarial and management services, entity incorporation, merger and liquidation services they offer, global entity portfolio management also they offer, registered office and agent they offer, and corporate accounting and bookkeeping they do. Okay. This is the CITCO website, and yeah, from history if we go to, so somewhere in 1948 they started serving private clients and multinationals, and yeah, so fund administration was main thing for them. Okay. Now they have grown to 1.9 trillion assets under administration, 50 plus offices, and 70 plus years of leadership. Okay, so that's what Citco is. We'll go through. They have something called a Citco One. Okay, which is their platform. Other than the services, they have softwares also. So Citco One is their platform, and we'll go through. What are the benefits of that particular platform. So CITCO One platform, key features and user benefits. Okay. So CITCO One is a CITCO's flagship digital interface, and it's designed to support fund administrators, asset managers, and investors with a unified cloud-native experience. Okay. Main capabilities in the software are interactive dashboards and workflows are there. So visual views of assets you can see, and holdings you can see visual views of assets and holdings, net asset value you could see, and capital flows you could see, and dynamic filtering and drill down analytics are also available within this software. Okay, and capital activity monitoring, order placement is there, so issuance of capital call and distribution instructions is available, and phase in of online transaction module allows investors to send instructions digitally with integrated wire instructions, eliminating paperwork and adding the transparency. Okay. Document management and digital know your customer is there. So Citco Connect digitizes initial subscription forms with e-signatures and KYC validation, and this system supports ongoing investor communication and document storage, including fund terms, investor data, and audit deliverables. Then it has dynamic financial reporting also. So real-time access to key financial metrics. It has waterfall modeling via Citco. Waterfall is there. Investor allocations are there. Valuation information is there as a part of financial reporting, and performance attribution is also there as a part of financial reporting. Mobile access and global workflow support is also there. So the platform supports cross time zone accessibility with layered authorization workflows for approvals, real-time alerts, and integrated operations reporting. So why this Citco one matters is it consolidates, the fund reporting, investor onboarding, transaction management, and regulatory compliance into a single scalable cloud portal. Okay, so fund reporting, investor onboarding, transaction management, and regulatory compliance is consolidated into one single scalable cloud portal. That is what is the beauty of this software, and it enhances speed, reduces errors, and improves transparency for managers and investors. This is used by a lot of hedge fund managers and institutional investors. Okay, Citco One for fund administration. Yeah, some of the challenges that the company has, or major legal cases involving Citco, or it was involved in a lot of high-profile legal cases. The major one was litigation tied to Madoff scandal. So 2009 to 15, Madoff feeder funds. Case is Anwar versus Fairfield Greenwich. Citco settled for 125 million in 2015, and it was accused of negligence in valuing 7 billion plus of Madoff linked feeder fund, so NAVs, okay, and misleading investors about risk disclosures. 2013 to 19, Roger Corman and Lancer Group claims allegations of failing to detect fraud and loss of 60 million were there, but CITCO defended against this breach of fiduciary duty and now misreporting the claims. They were settled or dismissed, this particular case. Okay. 2013 to 21, Fletcher Millennium Pension Fund lawsuit in Louisiana. So, pension funds claim CITCO helped mislead investors in Alphonse Buddy Fletcher managed hedge fund. In 2019, a US District Court granted summary judgment dismissing all claims, and CITCO is not found a control person. In 2021, the Fifth Court upheld a dismissal, affirming that administrative services don't equate to control rights. Okay. 2019 to 20, Siban Management Corporation versus CITCO. It's also called BVI. Okay, so CITCO BVI and affiliate TCCL were accused of improperly authorizing property sale. Okay, and in 2020, the Privy Council dismissed these claims, clarifying diomatic principle and executive agency obligations, holding that ostensible authority exercised in good faith didn't breach fiduciary duties. Okay. 2024-25 ongoing legal exposure and Madoff related bankruptcy proceedings. So, US bankruptcy court denied CITCO's motion to dismiss tracker claims for 1.76 billion redemption funds linked to FGH feeder funds, allowing creditor actions to proceed. Yeah. So, what is their fee structure and client onboarding workflow? So, fee structure typical model for assets under administration is it's a tiered fee model, 3 to 7 basis points of assets under administration annually, scaled by asset class and fund structure. Setup and onboarding fees, one-time costs for fund setup, technology integration, and initial regulatory filing support. Transaction-based fees is there, charges based on trade volume, custody, wire transfers, capital calls, and waterfall calculations. SaaS and platform charges are there. Additional fees for CITCO One, CITCO Portfolio Analytics, CITCO Waterfall, and loan servicing modules. Then capital advisory and lending services, fee structures tied to successful capital raising and warehouse facility arrangements. The client onboarding workflow includes, initial engagement and proposal. So CITCO provides the service estimates based on asset types, whether it's a private equity, real estate, or hedge funds. So they provide a service estimate, and then client know your customer and compliance is started. Okay. So initial engagement and proposal is given, then client know your KYC and compliance thing is started. Firms submit documents and data with CITCO One for validation and e-signing and global anti-money laundering and KYC checks via CITCO Connect. Then account and fund setup is done. So creation of entity records, accounting ledgers, now frameworks, investor registry is done. Then technology and data integration is done. Configuring CITCO One dashboards, packaging APIs, extracting data from client systems is done, and data migration and verification is done. Then migrating the trial balances, cash positions, portfolio holdings, trade history for benchmarking. In parallel, reporting and testing is done. So client and CITCO run reporting outputs in parallel before live go live. So once they get the proposal, and then KYC compliance is done, account and fund is set up, technology, data integration, data migration, verification is done. Then some parallel testing will be done between client and CITCO and before go live. Once it's okay, then go live and transition will done. Fund begins normal operations on CITCO One. CITCO activates waterfall modeling, capital call modules, finance and tax calendars. Okay. Then ongoing service and review will be there. Quarterly or annual reviews will be there. Regulatory deliverables will be there. Investor reporting will be there. System enhancements and client check-ins will be there. So this is the onboarding workflow for CITCO One. Summary is CITCO One is a cloud native investor manager portal which offers capital flows reporting, docs, and workflows. Major litigations are Madoff related NAV claims litigation was there. A few other litigations were also there, but they were dismissed. Fee model is assets under administration based. Onboarding they do. Onboarding also there's a fees, transaction tire fees is there, SaaS modules fees is there, advisory services fees is there. Onboarding workflow is first KYC, fund setup, first a proposal estimate, then KYC, then fund setup, then data integration, and then data migration, then testing, go live, and ongoing support. So this is CITCO One software for you guys, which is used for fund administration. And we wanted to cover this. What are the features in it? What is the onboarding flow? And what is the fee structure of this company? So that's it for today, guys. Thanks everyone. Have a nice day.